Hello and welcome everyone to today's Commodities Corner presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. Today, of course, during the live session, we will be covering a review of the commodities markets this week. We'll be doing some live technical analysis as well as trading. We'll be identifying highly profitable trade setups, and we'll also be answering any questions you may have on today's call as well. So before we get started, I'm Phil Carr, professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money from trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world. So gold, silver, oil, natural gas, the agricultural commodities. I also train thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. I'm responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns to traders. Also a regular contributor to a number of financial publications, speak at numerous trading seminars, webinars and workshops. Joining me in running the Gold and Silver Club is Nick Kelsey, professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nick began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. And prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, spent several years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, mindset and tools that can give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy. Also regularly writes for a number of global business and financial publications who have appeared frequently on financial television. Okay, so that's just a bit of background on the Gold and Silver Club. We'll take a look at the gold price right now. We're currently trading at $1,235 US an ounce. So we'll definitely take a look at that on the markets very shortly. Today, we will keep it, of course, very straightforward. We'll be looking at the rise and fall type of trades on binary.com. If you select rises, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. And if you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. Okay, so a very straightforward way for us to take advantage of the financial markets. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll transfer screens. I'm just going to go over to my technical charts here, and we shall take a look at how the markets are shaping up at the moment. We'll just check we've got everything set up here for our trading. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you should see my screens in just a second. Just going to bring out also, there we go, palladium chart. Okay, so in case you don't know, you can actually now trade the palladium and platinum markets on binary.com, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the daily volatility of these markets is quite extreme. So some of the moves here we've had, particularly on the platinum market as well, let me just zoom out for you at the moment, have been quite extreme. So we had last week here, non-farm payroll on the platinum market, we had a 500-point sell-off. 500 points in one day is extreme for any market. And we then had a capitulation, so we had the price come down 631 points in one day. So you certainly need quite big stop losses in order to trade these markets, particularly the platinum market, the palladium market. If we have a look at the moment, just looking at the daily here, we can see a nice sort of V-shaped reversal pattern is starting to develop here at the moment for platinum. So we can see we're starting to form this symmetrical V-shape where we could get a nice breakout from this level. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. I think the real key level above here to break would be 1,291 US dollars per ounce, but there's potentially going to be, if we continue to find support here at 1,180 US dollars an ounce of platinum, we could have a nice trade here to the upside. We'll actually move over also to the palladium market now as well. So palladium, yeah, nice capitulation on palladium. In fact, I do actually quite like that for a buy at the moment. So very similar, these V-shaped reversal patterns which you get in the market. So essentially what a V-shaped reversal pattern means is when the market it's sold off, but at the end of the sell-off, it's broken down, it's overshot. So it's taken out some additional stop losses. It's come all the way down further than it really should have gone down, often taking out a key level of support. Then the market violently brings it back up. You can see here on Palladium we had a nice move here. It's roughly about a 350-point candle here just on the daily. Yeah, 341 points. And we can see this reversal which is taking place at the moment. So it looks like Palladium is trying to build a bit of a base here at the moment. So don't forget, Palladium, one of the strongest performing commodities here over the last 5 years. This is the trend channel which we've now broken. But if we actually take this further out, so we're now on the monthly chart for Palladium, so we're doing some really nice technical analysis. There we go. Look at that lovely supportive trend line here for Palladium. So it's found support there. Massive sell-off that we've had on Palladium over the last 4 to 6 weeks. We've given back over 1,770 points to the downside, and it looks like we're now starting to find a bit of support at a key zone. So I do like Palladium for a buy at the moment. We can see on the daily as well this nice V-shaped reversal pattern which has been developing as well, inside candle, which you can see the market is breaking above. So I like Palladium for a buy. I'm happy to take that trade. So we'll take a look at this Palladium setup at the moment. Okay, let me just get it onto the right market for you. Okay, good. So here is the Palladium market. So we've got essentially what you want to do is on Binary.com, you go to Start Trading. So the top left-hand corner, Start Trading. We go down across to Commodities. And here now we've got, as well as the other metals, we've got gold, oil, palladium, platinum, and silver. So as well as gold and silver, we've now got palladium, platinum available as well, which is absolutely fantastic because their daily volatility is quite extreme. And this is a great way for you to trade them without too much risk. So I'll go for a buy on palladium here. So it's just restricted at the moment up to $1,000 payout, which is fine. $566 is the deposit for a 76 payout to make $1,000. So I'll definitely do that for palladium. Just want the price to close lower by 1 point here, so you can see the spot price $795.29. So I'll just go for a long on here, getting a slightly better entry actually now. So 794.84. Okay, we'll go for that. Okay, lovely jobby. So that has been done on the palladium market. So we'll move over. We'll just have a look at the other metals here as well. So platinum looking interesting too. I think platinum is also due breakout to the upside, but I prefer the palladium chart for now. We'll just take a look at gold also. So you can see gold obviously on the higher time frames here. We've had a very key level of support, 1180, which is held here. Just have a look at the technicals just in terms of the next key level of resistance. Yeah, the next key level will be $1,242 per ounce for the gold market. That was also the support zone going back to June 2014 as well. So this is where we may encounter resistance. If we get a nice a sell signal on around this trend line, okay, so around the 1240 zone, then we can look for more downside here. So I would look at potentially the price coming up, testing that level, forming a rejection, and then coming back down again. That's what we could look at. Or if we get a breakout from this resistance, we can trade the breakout to the upside, and we'll get a nice break back up to around the 1300s. But at the moment, gold looking fairly strong just intraday here, but you can see that major zone 1180 has held. It's been about a 500-point move since the market tested 1180 here, but overall the market is still very much in a downward trending channel. Really, to get out of this downward trending channel, it needs to get above these swing highs. So if you take let's go back to 2003. So we've got a swing high, which was at $1,432 an ounce. We come down here, we've got a swing high at $1,391 an ounce. Then if we take it down to June here, so June 2014, we've got a swing high, which is at $1,346 an ounce. So each time we're breaking down, we're getting lower highs here, okay? So gold may just come up here again and form another swing high, possibly around this sort of zone here. If it just can't get above, it needs to get above 1,346 for a trend change, and then really start taking out some of these swing highs. So it's not really looking too strong yet, but we are making a little bit of a base for gold right now. So we keep an eye on gold. Silver on the daily, similar situation really. I mean, silver has been smashed really. Over the last 2 or 3 months, we've seen some huge moves down for silver. Great opportunities to just stay with the overall trend. At the moment, looks like we're also forming one of these V-shaped reversal patterns at the moment, just at the bottom here. So we're waiting some really good signals at the moment whilst it just works itself out. So is silver going to find the short-term low here, or is it just going to get a continuation? So we've got this sort of pattern at the moment on silver where it's still staying range bound. It needs to get back above 17.72 an ounce to break out from that. So I'm on the sidelines for silver until we get a better signal. Looking at copper daily, so copper really just staying within this downward trending channel still. Again, it's making a little bit of ground here. We've got a big dragonfly doji which formed here on the daily a couple of days back. Also looks like we might be starting to form a bit of a base here on the copper market, but I'd like to see copper get above this zone here, so 3.0667, still in a downward trending channel, very clear as well on the copper market. Moving over to the natural gas market. Natural gas looking very interesting actually, so we're still finding support around the lower end of this trend line, so it's just about holding for now. You can see the market came down, retested this key level of support on the horizontal as well, so we've got 3.815. I reckon will look like, let's just double check the 4 hour. Yeah, we look like we're starting to build a little bit of a base here as well for natural gas. We can see this little channel which is starting to form. What I like about natural gas here is that we do have a major trend channel which has been in place. We can go back, way back on the chart here. Let me just show you this. In fact, I'll delete these trend channels as well, get you a really clear view. Okay, so you can see here this major trend channel going all the way back to 2012 has been supported right now. It looks like we're going to get supported again, to be honest. We were looking at to see if there will be a potential breakdown of this trend line, but we've got another secondary trend which is developed here as well. So I like natural gas for a long, essentially. So we can certainly take that. So I'm just going to go over to the relevant market. Hours time here, so got a nice little bit of momentum, key support zone holding, so I'll go for that. 91% payout for, sorry, 91, yeah, well, 91% payout, so it's $1,044 US dollars deposit for a $2,000 payout. Okay, so we'll take that. Okay, we need to move that forward slightly by 5 minutes, 11:55. Okay, so I'll go for that natural gas, just this buy. Okay, good, that's been done. Right, so let's keep going. Let's look at how the core market is working out at the moment. Yeah, corn you can see here, it's making a little bit of run. It's certainly broken out of this short-term downward trending channel at the moment. We did get a sell-off just on Friday here, which immediate, quite a strong a bullish candle yesterday, bullish engulfing on the daily, and now we're starting to form a little bit of a rounding bottom here on the market for corn. So I'm awaiting further signals here right now. Keep an eye on the overall trend here. It does seem to be still staying within this downward trending channel. We'll just see if we can hook these. There you go. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3. So I'll be looking, if this forms a rejection candle today, I can then look at a potential sell short for tomorrow, which would be quite nice. Very strong trend line there starting to form. We could just take the market back down again. So this definitely an interesting zone to have a look at for corn. On wheat, what can we deduce from wheat at the moment? So wheat, very similar situation, both very strongly correlated markets here. We'll zoom out with wheat. Yep, there we go. So wheat also coming into a major trend line on the larger charts here where the price is just testing right now. So we may get further sell opportunities here. We've had a few strong weeks here on both wheat and corn, but we may get a continuation of the overall downward trend. So these are definitely two markets for us to keep an eye on over this week. Probably be ready by Friday's Commodities Corner, these two trades for a sell short. They're not quite ready yet, but some major trend lines which you can see are holding. Looking at oil, so oil's actually now triggered for a short. We were looking at this a little bit earlier today. It's actually moving quite nicely now, broken down to a weekly zone below. We've had a nice little consolidation here, so we can definitely look at a short on oil. Let's have a look. We're looking at the moment. Double check this. Yeah, we'll take that on Brent. So we've got the choice of Brent or WTI, but Brent is looking good. We may well take Brent as well. Sorry, WTI as well, but Brent right now. Okay, so we want to change this. So I'm just going to start trading commodities. I'll move over to the energies. We'll go for oil. Okay, good. 91% payout. That's pretty decent. So $2,000 is my payout for 1,047. Oil was really good payouts on here. So breaking down nicely. Just need to now break the 87.53 zone. So let's take that for a sell short. Good. That's been done. Okay, so you can see, obviously, oil here starting to break down, just sitting at a key support. If that breaks, expect to move down to the next key support. How many points is that? There we go. It's starting to break, actually. This is a great trade. 234 points. It's looking pretty good. Brent crude oil. Might trade that to the index as well, actually. So we've got Brent crude oil. We're just taking it on the main commodity. So just go to sectors. And we'll move over to crude index. Okay, let me just check WTI. Yeah, WTI actually looks good for a short as well. Okay, so you can see WTI at the moment. Yeah, nice inverse hammer developing here too. Yep, WTI definitely looks good for a short as well, so I'll take that too. Just going for 81% return, so 1,103 deposit for a $2,000 payout. So all I've done here, start trading sectors, energy sector, crude index, start time 11:55, duration 4 hours, get in the momentum and sell. Okay, that's done. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I mean, what I can do here, I can just actually show you the, the power of just looking at a very basic raw chart here. So we've got a raw chart, got a very clear, just on the daily, without really, you don't need a lot of fancy indicators for this. You can see very clearly little downward trend developing. Sorry, not on the daily, it's the 4 hour. You can see here this pennant which is forming and it's about to break. Okay, so that's going to sell off. We've also got, so you can see Brent now starting to sell off here as well. So Brent starting to give way, this key support. That gives way. There's really no support here for oil until the next key level below. It's about a 200-point move. I'll leave it on this screen just for a moment, guys, so we can have a look at this, just to see how it reacts to the market at this key level. But it's looking quite good at the moment, Brent. If anybody wants me to talk through again how we've just traded this, let me know. There you go, WTI breaking down. So what you'll typically see happen is when you have a support zone like this, probably later in the day we'll come to it, we see a nice big red. Let me show you what I'm expecting here. So this is how I would expect the market to look over the course of some point this afternoon. Once it hits that level below, it will probably bounce off it. careful. Trend line here, which may get supported. Yeah, coffee, I'd wait for a bit further confirmation until it breaks that trend line, but that's one to watch, definitely. And yeah, that's it really. In terms of the major setups, I think oil's going to be the best setup right now, and also palladium, but oil's ready right now to sell short. Okay, good. Just quickly monitor my other charts for a second, see if there's anything else which is looking good at the moment. Yeah, natural gas looking good for a buy. WTI and Brent looking good for a sell. Palladium looks good for a buy. Keep an eye on corn and wheat this week for potential sells. Yeah, those are really the top trades I'm seeing at the moment, guys. So with that, we'll just we'll move on with the webinar. So I'll just move away from the technical analysis here. Okay, so definitely some nice setups that we can take a look at as we go into next week here. Well, as we go into later today and later on the week as well. Okay, so of course, for those of you who really liked some of the setups we went over today, if you'd like to find out more about learning to trade commodities with the Gold and Silver Club, we do have courses available at our international training centres and online. So you can simply find out more about how to trade commodities. Just request information on the Gold and Silver Club coaching programs and live trading room. You can go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com or do contact us at our London, our New York, our Johannesburg, our Budapest, or Hong Kong offices. So that I'll leave those numbers on the screen for you very shortly. And of course, subscribe to our newsletter. You will get free weekly reports on the precious metals, energies, agricultures. We'll get live market analysis and prices. So do make sure you certainly take advantage of that as well. Okay, so I will leave these details on the screen for everyone. That is a wrap for today's session, our live trading room session. We will, of course, we'll be back here again at Friday at 12:30 BST. Okay, so definitely make sure you join us then as well. Okay, great stuff, everyone. Have a great day's trading, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.